Who would have thought you can make a chickpea curry in 15 minutes? Look at that. Hi guys, today we're making my perfect chickpea curry in 15 minutes. This is packed with flavor, really simple to make and delicious. Try this one at home. Outstanding. Right, chickpea curry using pantry ingredients. It doesn't get any more simpler than this. So straight away we've got 2 cans of chickpeas which I've drained. I've got 1 large red chopped onion, got my ground spices, got some tomato puree, some canned tomatoes, some ginger, some garlic. Let's get straight into it. Right, straight in with some mustard oil. So mustard oil is traditional, that's what we use traditionally in India, but you can use olive oil or vegetable oil if you prefer. Oil in, straight in with your onions. And just let your onions sweat a little bit. Right, let's give our onions a nice saute for a couple of minutes before we add our garlic and our ginger. Right, I'm just going to add a touch of salt just to get these onions going, just to help them sweat down a bit. Release some of that water. Right, this is looking good. I think we're ready for our garlic and our ginger. 1 heaped tablespoon of ginger, 2 heaped tablespoons of garlic paste. Guys, you can use fresh ginger and garlic if you prefer, if you've got it. I'm just using this because it's a 15-minute meal. Right, let's cook this out. Straight away you get that aroma of garlic and ginger mixed with the onions. It smells immense. Okay, so my saute is looking good. I'm going to go ahead and add my spices. So we're going to go in with 2 teaspoons of Garam Masala, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of turmeric and some ground chili flakes. Right, let's give that a good stir. Let's get that sauteing, and at this stage you probably need just a touch of water just to get those spices, just to allow those spices just to cook out nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and add just some cold water, just like a couple of tablespoons. And that's just going to help those spices just to release that flavor so they don't burn. Right, my spices have cooked out into my saute and this is looking perfect, and we're ready for my tomato puree. So I'm going to go in with 1 heaped teaspoon of tomato puree, actually 2 heaped teaspoons of tomato puree. And let's just cook that tomato puree out. And if you need a touch more water, go ahead and add some. I just need a drop just to get things going slightly. Master the curry paste and you can master most Indian cooking. This is the base of it. Really good. Okay, so I think we're ready for my tomatoes. So I'm using just bog standard chopped tomatoes out of a can. Just give them a good mix up. Right, the tomatoes go in and they just create balance. You know, that thick, rich curry paste is now, you know, balanced in flavor. It's still too rich at the moment, but that's going to cook out and it's just going to get more and more intense. So what we're going to do is we're going to add about a pint of cold water. That's right, I said cold water. I like to add cold water because I like everything to cool right down and then come back up to temperature. It just adds more flavor. Okay, so we're now ready for our chickpeas, and these chickpeas are already cooked. So we're just going to warm them through and just make sure they pick up all the flavor from the curry. And we're just going to let these simmer for about 10 minutes and then we're good to go. Okay, we're simmering away nicely here, and that water's like almost reduced by half, which is exactly what you want. You just want it to reduce slowly and intensify in flavor. Okay, now I'm just going to add some fresh mint leaves. Now typically you'd add coriander as well at this stage, but I'm actually going to twist it up with some coriander chutney that I've got instead of fresh coriander. Obviously that's optional. Okay, it's tasting amazing now. And that's the perfect consistency. So I think we're almost ready to plate up. Looking good. Right, this is ready to come off the heat now. It's looking absolutely perfect. Brilliant consistency, packed with flavor, a beautiful rich color. That's exactly what you want from a chickpea curry. Let's go ahead and take this off the heat and plate up. Right, let's plate up. This looks immense. So happy with this. That looks stunning. And normally I would garnish that with some fresh coriander, but with chickpeas, I sometimes like the coriander yogurt. Just beautifully dressed on top. And there you have it, my perfect chickpea curry, ready in 15 minutes. Super healthy, packed with flavor, seriously good. Right, let's get stuck in and try this. Smells amazing. Right, it's packed with flavor, perfect texture, perfect consistency. Not too watery, not too thick, perfect. Brilliant balance of flavors. Fresh coriander, fresh mint really comes through. It's It's outstanding. It's better than what 90% of restaurants that you go to. And guys, you've got to try this one at home. It's not just delicious, it's absolutely effing delicious. So good.